and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Everybody, welcome along to Zwift Run Live on YouTube and the Film My Run channel on Facebook. It is nearly 7:30 and we will be running 10 kilometres tonight with Monday Run Club. We are starting with quite a long warm-up, 2.4 kilometres, nearly 2.5 kilometres of warm-up, and then it's 400-metre sets, in which we get faster and faster for the first half, and then we slow it down again and get faster and faster again for the second half, pretty much. Excuse me 1 second. I'm eating crane flies with my Hoover, my little vacuum cleaner. Last night I had so many crane flies flying about, It really was distracting. Hello, Wanda Archer. Thumbs up from Wanda. I've got a little hand vacuum cleaner, and I've just been sucking up all the crane flies because it was terrible yesterday. There's so many bugs around. Okay, we are off in 30 seconds, so I am going to start moving, start running. And it looks like there are a few regulars here today. Kato Jokstad is here. I think I saw Neil Messenger and Leo Loughran is here. So a few people we know. 10 seconds to go. Buenaventura, hello boss. Still killing flies, yes. Jonathan Costa's in Group C tonight, but he's going at 110%, so good for you, buddy. So we are off and running. So yes, Jonathan Costa is in Group C tonight. In Group A, we have Duggan, Fleisch, Hutchison, Ledbetter, Kato Jogstad, Paul Deering, Neil Messenger, Tim Iveson. So that's Group A. And then we've got Heldorn in Group B, Gruel, Lundy, and Martin in Group B. So we've got a long warm-up, 2.5k of warm-up, and we'll probably, I don't think we'll be going much quicker than this. It's a fairly sedate run on a Monday. Paul Hayward says, enjoy your run. Crane flies are not good for grass. At least you have artificial grass they can't damage. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there are loads of them around, but there were 3 in here just now, and I've sucked them all up into my vacuum cleaner, so hopefully I won't get many more bothering me tonight. Oh, we are going to speed up. Okay, so over the course of the warm-up, we will be gradually speeding up, but we will then get to 12 kilometres per hour, and from 12 kilometres an hour we will speed up every 400 metres. We add an extra 0.1 of a kilometre per hour. So it's a fairly gentle progression, nothing too drastic. Should be okay today. You can keep an eye on my heart rate there, which is 116 at the moment, off my wrist-based heart rate monitor. So when running indoors, my optical heart rate sensor seems to be okay. When running outdoors, it's going absolutely crazy at the moment. Last 3 outdoor runs I've had have been absolutely terrible for heart rate, and I'm getting to the point where I'm definitely going to be wearing a heart rate strap again, which is something I haven't done for years. Clive Finnemore, good evening to you. And hello, we've just passed, I'm sure I saw Jonathan Cost there, we just passed him in Group C. Maybe not. Okay, thank you for all the ride-ons already dropping, thank you. McPherson, Steve McPherson, thank you very much, buddy, for that. So hopefully we'll keep the heart rate again fairly low today. And even though we're in Group A, Monday Run Club is usually a fairly comfortable affair. Nothing too crazy. I have been joined by another crane fly though, so that's a bit annoying. But it's just that they do like the light in here. They are big old fellas. I might have to get this one actually with my... I should have my vacuum cleaner handy next to me, shouldn't I? Should I go and get my vacuum cleaner? Paul Hayward says his heart rate strap takes about 5 minutes to correct itself. Too high for start. Yes, I mean, that is one of the problems with all heart rate monitors, it seems. Whether it's wrist-based or chest straps. Quite often, particularly with chest straps, if you don't have a good connection, if you don't have a lot of sweat on you to make a good connection on your skin, you will get an incorrect reading for the first kilometre or two. Chris Duggan has had a mighty drop. What might drop by today. Trapped nerve in neck. Good grief. And you're running. He's running. Yeah. What are you running with a trapped nerve in your neck for? Rest, Chris. And Carol Rushworth says Jonathan is running and he's making lots of noise because he's in pain. What is going on? If you're in pain, don't run. Sit on the sofa and relax. Clive Finnemore has just finished the ZLDR 10k recovery run and I didn't feel fast tonight. Well, you're not supposed to feel fast. It was a recovery run, so it was supposed to be nice and slow and easy. Ryan Downey says his ticker fit is worth the money. Armband optical is bang on within 1 BPM. Okay. I have the ticker X chest strap. I don't have the armband. Right, we're coming up to 1 kilometre, but a long way to go the warm-up yet. Still 1.4 kilometres of warm-up to go. We are gradually increasing the pace and eventually we'll hit 12 kilometres per hour. More ride-ons dropping, thank you guys.
Giving my dad a ride on.
Kozak, thank you very much. So we are running to the jungle by the looks of things. Same route actually as we did for the half marathon yesterday. Hope everybody enjoyed last week's Watopia Run Festival. I only managed to do one of them. I was hoping to do a few, but in the end I only got round to, because it didn't quite fit in with my schedule, I only got round to doing one of them, but we did a nice half marathon yesterday and we got a few people to their first ever treadmill half marathon, which was great. Nice steady run with a little bit of a progression, increase in pace at the end. So that was good. So it's a negative split for everyone who ran with me yesterday. So that's good. Jonathan Cost is having dropouts with his Bluetooth heart rate monitor, so swap to AMP Plus. It's funny, isn't it? Because it's entirely the opposite here. So here, I almost never get any dropouts with Bluetooth heart rate. But whenever we use AMP Plus heart rate, constant dropouts. Very strange. Carol says Jonathan's legs are loosening up now, so that's good. And hopefully mine will loosen up soon as well. 1 kilometre to go of the warm-up as we make our way into the Mayan jungle. And we try and avoid the crane flies attracted to the light in the shed quarters tonight. And we've got about 43 minutes left of the session this evening. Tina Beard says, I had some invasive treatment on my newly healed broken shoulder today, so not running. Well, quite right too. Yeah, I don't think I'd be running on the same day as I've had surgery. Not a good idea. Take it easy, Tina. Oh, that disappeared a bit quick, didn't it? Sorry, start that again. I'm just trying to show you a layout of the screen here. If you are new to Zwift, if you haven't seen this very often, then this is what you're looking at on the screen. And all the information that you need is right in front of you. All the instructions that you need to carry out the workout correctly. And seeing as we are on the jungle route, I could risk putting the camera angles on, I guess, because it worked okay yesterday during the half marathon. I didn't go off anywhere, so let's put those camera angles on. There are a couple of turn-offs, but I'm hoping, in fact there's one just coming up. I suppose I could have waited, couldn't I, until this one was done, but fingers crossed I'll stay on the same route as everybody else. And you can see bottom right hand corner of the Zwift screen, I've got my watts, so I am wearing my Stride foot pod, and that's reporting my wattage to Zwift and to the Stride app on my phone. So currently around about 234 watts. And there's 2 kilometres done. So 400 metres at this pace, or slightly quicker. I guess we'll speed up a little bit, and then we're into our 400 metre increases. So every 400 metres we'll go up a little bit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, and then we drop it back down again and we start again. Kev France says, are there different levels when running on Zwift ABC? Yes, there are. Different categories depending on where you see yourself as a runner. So obviously the faster runners, more experienced runners perhaps go in Group A, and then slightly slower Group B, slower still Group C, and the slowest group that we have is Group D, and those groups also do different distances as well. So Groups A and B tend to do the same distance, but Groups C and D will do a shorter distance at a slower pace. Okay, so we're nearly at 12 now. We've ramped it up from 10.5 kilometres per hour all the way up to 11.9, and we are getting ready to start the workout proper. But essentially it's the same as what we've already been doing, just basically getting quicker. Carol says I should alternate between this music and the old music. Yes, I'll try and find a way to make it a bit more automated, because it's a bit of a pain to go into the settings and change the music. But maybe if I could set it to automate, so like every couple of times it changes to a different music track, a music backing, that might be quite good. So I'll try and think about that, Carol. See what I can do. Right, about 36 minutes left of running. Bottom of the screen there, you can see blue, green and red. So the blue and green is my pace and the red line is my heart rate. Just another way of displaying some stats on screen for you in Zwift. You can also see cadence up there and heart rate, look, in black in the middle at the top, just to the right of the number 12. Chris says this is going to smash my PB already, really tired. Well, if you can keep up, keep it going, Chris, but if you're in pain, slow down. So it sounds like Chris is deliberately pushing himself tonight. Ace Ventura just up ahead of me, and Paul Deering and Kato Yoksa just behind me. Heldorn is with us as well. And Lundy. And Malheed. Okay, look, 1. So every 400 metres we just bump it up 0.1. Come into some waterfalls. Beautiful views through the jungle. We're going the reverse route round the jungles, because we've got the rope bridge first today. So yesterday we had to run all the way around the jungle before we got to the rope bridge, but we're doing it first today. Jeff Partridge says, have you sorted out that crappy heart rate yet? Well, it doesn't seem to happen on indoor runs, so I've got it set on the virtual run profile on my Phoenix 6, and it seems to be reporting good heart rate. Now 129 seems about right, but outdoors, ridiculous. The last 3 runs, it's had me running at 170, 180 BPM. For all but like the first or the last 2 kilometres. So a bit stupid really. Definitely considering going back to chest strap. But the thing is, the reason I stopped wearing a chest strap is because it irritated me so much. And I can just see that happening again, to be honest. Oh, alright, apparently Victoria has banned me from moaning about my heart rate. I better shut up or I'll get told off again. Carol and Jonathan rightly say, so Group A and Group B are the same until the last few blocks of the workout, when Group A go a bit quicker.
Right on!
Oh, Charlotte Elder, thank you very much for your ride on, Charlotte. I'm not shaving my chest again. I did it when I was 13. I'm not doing it again. Two more crane flies flying about my head, really irritating. They're so big and they're kind of scary. I know they're not scary, but they are kind of scary. Really tempted to get my little vacuum cleaner. Oh, I don't like it, I don't like it. Right, seriously, I'm just going to jump off and get my vacuum cleaner. Okay, here's a first. Here's a first. Got him. There's the other one. Got him. Haha, that was easy. I got 2 of them really quickly. Now what do I do with it? I can't put it on the table because it won't work. There's not enough room on the table. Carol says use Body Glide, it works wonders. What, to get rid of crane flies? How would Body Glide help getting rid of crane flies? I know, I'm joking. Okay, I've just balanced it on the edge of the table. Any more crane flies will get my wrath. Right, Jeff Partridge. Always wear a chest strap. I've got a compression top from Decathlon with a built-in sensor pad on the inside and press studs on the outside that your Garmin clips to. So no rubbing at all. Nice one. Can you send me the link? Seriously, Jeff, can you send me the link for that, please? Paul Hayward says, can I use my Garmin 245 in the same way? Yes, you can. If so, how do you connect it? I haven't tried it and always use my heart rate strap. Okay, so set your watch to the virtual run profile, log into Zwift, go to pairing mode, go to pairing your heart rate and choose Garmin 245. That's how it should come up. And then you need to press start on your watch as well. So when you need to see all 3 green lights light up, and then you can press start on the watch. But if you don't press start, it'll time out. Oh, I've been at the wrong pace all this time. Right, 4 kilometres done, 6 to go. Vidar Sorensen says, thanks for all the help yesterday, no problem at all. Tina Beard says, comedy gold. As always, with the little vacuum cleaner. I should be sucking up bugs with my little vacuum cleaner for the rest of the show. But I got those two a little bit quicker than I expected to. They just sat there and waited to be sucked up. A few of the others, I've had to chase them around the room. Okay, so we're coming up to the final increase, up to 12.5 kilometres per hour, and then after that we drop back down again and build up again. And I think that, is there another build up after that as well? I think there might be 3 build ups, I can't remember now. Turn the lights on. Okay, here we go up to 12.5 kilometres per hour. Heart rate 133 and steps per minute 176. All good. Tina Beard says she thinks it's strides in the last block. Okay. Oh yeah, sometimes there's like 3 different 3 sets of strides, aren't there? Okay. If you look carefully on the left-hand side, you can see where it says 6 out of 20 stars. So the goal of doing these workouts is to try and successfully complete each section of the workout. So at the moment we have successfully completed 6 out of the 20 blocks in the workout. And if you do that, you will get more XP points. So the better you complete your workout, the more XP points you get, which means you move up the levels quicker in the game. 25 minutes left to go. Right, 100 metres. And then we will bring it back down again. Only to 12. but it does provide just a little bit of respite, and then we'll build up again. A good crowd of runners all together. Right, there we are, down to 12, start of the second set now. Yes, Kev France, there is a max level and 21 is it. So yeah, if you see the number 21 there on the screen, that's the level that I am in the game. Now normally that grey bar just above it would be filling up with orange as you move up the levels. So each level that orange bar fills up, and when you get to the end you get a virtual prize and you jump up to the next level. Unfortunately, currently there are only 21 levels in running, and I have been on level 21 for a good while now. So we're all waiting for some new levels. But what's happening is when you see those XP points totting up there, they're all totting up in the background. And when the new levels arrive, hopefully a few of us will jump up quite a few levels with our already accrued points. Now, some of you might remember me telling you that the New Balance 1080s version 10 trainers that I have two pairs that I rotate to run on the treadmill with and outside. Recently have been starting to dig into my heel. So I put a plaster on my heel today, on my left foot, and it was fine until about 30 seconds ago. And I think it's rubbed the plaster off. And so now I have the inside of my trainer digging into my heel. Really annoyingly painful. And a few runs now that I've finished, when I've taken my sock off, it's a bit of a bloody mess on my heel. Not my heel, my ankle. My ankle is what I mean, not my heel. "23 minutes to go. Over halfway now in Monday Run Club. 28th of September 2020. And we're running through the jungle on Watopia. Oh, it might be time. I've got another crane fly. It might be time for the Hoover again. When he stops whizzing around and I can see him, I'm going to get it. Lots of little flies as well. Another reason for me to get hold of an air conditioning unit for in here, so I can actually close the shed doors. We've got these big doors open behind me. So ideally I should be able to close those. And it would also make less noise for the neighbours as well. 5.5k done, 4.5 to go. There he is. Kev France has some Brooks Glycerins, says they're the best shoe he's ever run in. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm well over 180 miles in these, to be honest. I probably do need some new ones, to be fair. Okay. Killing time. Oh, he's gone. He was sitting there. There he is. Come on. Ah, no. Where is he? Come on. I'm gonna get you. Got him. Have I? I think I've got him. Let's get some of these flies. That'll do for the time being. It brings a new dimension to running on Zwift, doesn't it?
Ride on!
P. Jones, thanks for the ride on. Paul Hayward says, I should get 50 XP points for every crane fly I zap. Yeah, I like it. 20 minutes left of Monday Run Club. We've got 4 kilometres left to go, just over 4 kilometres left to go. And the crew are all still together. Tim Iveson, Paul Deering, Kato Jokstad, Theodore Heldorn, Neil Messenger, Chris Duggan, Buenaventura, and then we've got Gruel just a bit further back, Musial and Malhaid. 12.3 kilometres per hour now. So if you're brand new to Zwift and you want to know a bit more, it's so easy to get set up with Zwift running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod like the Zwift Pod or the Stride. But you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. .4 kilometres an hour now. Headphones have died, so I've got no music now. So just the sound of the treadmill and the Zwift sound effects. But that's okay. We have 3.5k to go, and we're gradually building up the pace, so you can see this time we go beyond 12.5 kilometres per hour. And the build is a bit more dramatic. After that, 12.8, 13.1. So we're going to go a little bit quicker. Heart rate will go a little bit higher. I think Group B, when we get to there, Group B will go a bit slower. Good group though, nice and tight, still together. Nobody racing off like crazy ones. Here we go again. Got in really quick. Oh no, he's flown out again. He's got out of it. Hopefully it'll stay in there this time. So I think I've got about 4 crane flies tonight into my little machine. Legs are feeling good. Heart rate is not too bad. 12 out of 20 stars completed. And we are going to rock it up to the end now with just over 3 kilometres left of Monday Run Club. Feels like I haven't done Monday Run Club for a while, but it can only be about 2 weeks. There we are, 7 kilometres done, 3 to go. So yesterday this was about our finish line, somewhere through this cave for the half marathon. Once again, well done to everybody who took part in the Watopia Run Festival last week, and particularly the marathons and the half marathons. Well done to everyone. Some really good running. Okay, up we go, well, again, now this time to 12.8 kilometres per hour. Right, so this is the start of the 3rd set, so it's not a continuation of the 2nd set. So it looks like Heldorn in Group B is going to stay with us in Group A. Or maybe not actually, no, he does seem to be going a little bit slower. Yeah. Tina Beard was just reminding me that I forgot to go up to 12.5. Yeah, I did notice that right at the end of that block. But thank you, Tina. Doesn't seem to have negatively impacted me too much. Seven and a half K done. 2.5 to go now, so very near the end of Monday Run Club. 3/4 of the way through. This is the toughest bit. This is the bit where we work the hardest. And up we go to 13.1 now. So Vieira is out in front. This isn't a race, obviously. It's a workout session. Some people choose to do whatever pace they like, rather than staying with the group. So Vieira's gone off, and Fleisch has gone off as well. Ledbetter as well. Tim Ibsen's only about 40 seconds up on us. But we are sticking with the pace spot there you see floating above our heads. So just under 10 minutes to go now. Hello, camera 2. 100 metres, and we'll speed up again. Heart rate 142, not too bad. And there we go, 13.4 for 400 metres now. Neil Messenger's arm was poking through my back then. See that? Another crane fly. Carol Rushworth says the cool down is faster. Thanks for that, Carol. Oh, damn it. To go. So there's the green arch. Here we go again for another pace rise, up to 13.7 this time. Heart rate is creeping up, 141 there. Leo Loughran is running with us, but he's not actually in the workout, it seems.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Leo is off, sprinting for the finish. John Hancock, thanks for the ride on. Cheers, John. Right, 8.5k done, 1.5 to go. Nice and comfortable through the jungle. Leo Loughran leading us home. Neil Messenger, Heldorn, Paul Deering, Katie Yorkstad, Ace Ventura, C. Duggan, Chris Duggan, all behind us, all finishing off Monday Run Club in style tonight, 6 minutes to go. Carol Rushworth is making me even more annoyed. Yeah, I think I remember this workout, Carol. It basically goes even faster and then just stays there, doesn't it, for the full 400, so it's not a cool down at all. I think Tim wrote this workout.
Hammer time!
Okay, let's go.
14 kilometres an hour now. 5 minutes to go. Should we try and get one more crane fly before the night is out? Look, he's actually on my camera. Oh, he's flown away now. Where is he? Lost him. Oh no, he's actually sitting on the just to mock me, he was sitting on the Hoover. Well, he's a lucky crane fly. I'm gonna let him off tonight. Don't want to fall off the treadmill. Right, come on boys, let's bring it home. 100 metres to go, then we've got our final increase. Well, not really the final increase.
To infinity and beyond. Okay, let's go.
14.3 kilometres an hour. 18 out of 20 stars. Completed. 2 more to go. For 800 metres, 3 minutes. And Chris Duggan is going well. Keep it up, Chris. Yes, keep me focused rather than tormenting a crane fly. Fair enough. So, according to Carol, this last 400, even though it's supposed to be the cool down, will be quicker still. So, if you are running, bear that in mind.
Nice.
And there we go, Carol was right, 15 kilometres an hour for the last 400 metres. Leo Loughran says he's having murder with his machine. So frustrating. One of those days. So he's given up. Well, thanks for staying with us for so long though, Leo. Well done. 200 metres to go.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Debbie, thank you very much. Meters left now. "77 ride-ons, thank you very much, everybody." Good job. Enjoyed that. So well done to everybody who took part there. Let's just drop some ride-ons if we can. There's Ace Ventura, Gruel. Well done to you, buddy. Duggan, who said it was PB time. So maybe, I don't know, tell us if you got your 10k PB there, Chris. Hildorn, Ledbetter, Neil Messenger. Well done to Neil. Cyclist. Tim Iveson, well done to you, and Vieira, well done to you. Good stuff, everybody. Where are we up to? Right, we'll walk it out for another 100 metres just to get the extra XP points. If you haven't subscribed to the Zwift Run Live channel, please do that now. Buenaventura, another day, another Film My Run. And Jonathan Cost says, I'll get back up into Group B one day. Yes, you will, Jonathan. It's just a matter of time. You'll be there again. So heart rate back down now to 103 BPM. And just walking out to get the next set of XP points. So you'll see the XP points pop up when we get to 10.25 kilometres. I'll get 10 XP points. They'll pop up just on the left of my image, to the right of the time, if you're not used to the Zwift screen. That was good, I enjoyed that. Yeah, so there they are, there's the XP points, all done. Jonathan says that the broken treadmill really knocked him down. Yeah, well, it will do. If you didn't know, for about 3 months during lockdown, Jonathan and Carol had a broken treadmill, so we're having to resort to cycling on Zwift, of all things. Whoever thought anyone would cycle on Zwift? Really bizarre. Anyway, yeah, so consequently Jonathan's fitness went down quite markedly, and he's still building that back up. Neil Messenger says, thank you everyone, good run. So that is it. That is it for another day on Zwift. We'll be back tomorrow for Pack Social 5K tomorrow evening. UK time 7:15, or is it 7:45? Can't remember. I think it's 7:15, isn't it? Maybe it isn't. I don't know. Anyway, so the Pack Social 5K tomorrow, I will be on for that. Oh no, and I'll also be on first thing in the morning, 9:30 a.m. I'll be doing a 500 metre climb over 4 kilometres of running. Quite short, 40 minutes or so of running, just to wake me up in the morning. So we'll do that tomorrow. So two broadcasts tomorrow on Zwift. One in the morning, 9:30, and one in the evening, about 7:15, 7:45-ish time. So hope to see you at one of those, if not both. Take care, everybody. Thanks very much for all your input on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch as well. Kev France on Twitch. Thank you, buddy. So take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.